The reason why God had to hide your value is because you can't make them old things new. So it's up for you to keep pressing. You have no choice. You have no other option. All my chosen ones, like, comment, subscribe with that notification bell. Cause I'm going in. It's your boy Trapanese, spiritual trap, whatever you want to call me. Like, comment, subscribe with that notification bell. You already know what the deal is. Shout out to all my subscribers, my new subscribers, my day one subscribers. Blessed. Like I said, started off with this message. God had to hide your values because there ain't no turning back. You can't turn the old things new. So you have to keep pressing. There's no other option to keep going. And these people that fell to the wayside, these people that couldn't measure up to what God had for you and where God is trying to take you. See, you made so many mistakes leading to that, to this point right here, to the point that these people can no longer be around you anymore. Your spirit irritates their demons as much as if you've been lost, but you were found. You were once lost, but now you were found. But somehow, you can't turn the old things new. You can't teach your old dog new tricks. And with that being said, God put it in you, a new chip. He installed a new download in you. He hasn't installed it in everybody else. You notice that? The value in you doesn't reflect, it doesn't penetrate off of you and radiate to everybody else, it seems. And why is that? Because you have no other option but to move forward from those former things. Because these former things shall pass, okay? All former things shall pass. You had to go through the storm. I already know you had to go through loneliness. You had to go through the heartbreak. I know. See, I'm going through it right now. There's times where you just wanted to stay in the house. There's times where you didn't want to leave the house. There's times where, just these Decepticons were just running rapid, If you understand what I'm talking about, smash the thumbs up. Put in the chat, God got me if you got this far. But if you have got this far, then you just understand exactly what I'm talking about. And if you got this far, then you are chosen. If you make it to the end, I know you chosen, because this is from our chosen ones that are solid, 10 toes down to the down, walking with faith. But you don't have to endure. Just because you walk with faith, I mean, you're not gonna endure. Hiding in plain sight. We could talk about this all day. I'm gonna have so many more videos about how, hiding in plain sight, the advantages and disadvantages of how God had to hide your value, had to hide your gifts in plain sight, and you have no other options but to move forward, because old things cannot be made new. Your old self can't be going back to the former things that hurt you, that caused you to go along the path, to be along the path, to stray along the path. That's not happening. That's not what the path is about. That's not what this journey is about. So I just want to let you guys know that if you guys are going through a problem, you guys are going through a situation, understand that it's probably because old things can't be new, and your value was hid amongst a lot of these Decepticons that don't understand your value. And old things, you can't take old mindsets, you can't take old people, you can't take old routines, old habits into the new. People are building a new foundation to go to a higher plateau, meet new people, see new things. So I got places to go, I got people to see. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. When you're on a mission mind state, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, on the way to greatness, when you headed to the top, and you're gonna have survivor's remorse. You're gonna have some type of, hustler's remorse, for the people that you left behind. And that's okay, because as your value increased, people's value steady decline. No matter how much you try to help them build their value up. Okay? Only God can do it. Because people have a high propensity to sit there and waste time with people that don't get them to their goals, don't get them closer to God, don't get them closer to any motivation. A lot of people are feeding into the social medias, the negativity, the violence. Most people can run. It's funny how most people can watch a video of a mass shooting or a mass killing And it's just showing you the values. But then they can't watch a video like this. I'll lead them closer spiritually. I'll lead them closer to God, closer to their purpose, their calling. Understand that they are valuable. Put in the chat that I am MVP. I'm God's most valuable prophet. I am MVP. I am God's most valuable prophet. And you stand tall through the test of times, okay? And you're destined to get it. It's imminent. Okay? God works. God, if you work with the faith of God, understand God works in perpetuity. That means forever. You're gonna forever dwell in perpetuity of the Lord. God, you know, people like to have things come and go, but God got the perpetuity. God got the love of perpetuity. He got the love of perpetuity. He got the eternal love. Ain't no statute of limitations on His love. I tell you what. And you put that in chat. Ain't no limits on God's love. Okay? Because your value that He gave to you, He gave you so much love. He gave you so much honor. You know, now you gotta give Him so much honor. You gotta return the honor. You gotta return, you know, you gotta be grateful. You gotta be humble. You know, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot greater, but it's gonna be greater later. You know, there's a beauty in the struggle. I know. The lessons are here to be taught. If you read the Bible, you listen to the stories, you hear about it, you know, whatever. You notice that all of them had to conquer some type of hardship to see their value. And that's what you got to do. And they were never the same. They never went back to the same things that were old to them. There was always a new chapter. There was always a new coming, a new move, you know. There was always a new revelation. There was Moses, you know, David, Goliath, Joseph, you name it, Adam and Eve, even Adam and Eve. I mean, you can name them. You can name them. Going down the list. I mean, there's so much Esau, you know. Tell you the truth, even the good and bad, you know. There was always one thing about it. There was always change in value. There was always change in value. So the change in faith is going to equal the change in value. So make sure that when you are being hid, just understand that you're being hid because this devil is out to seek, kill, steal, and destroy. He's ready to devour. And you can't be the one he devours. God's not going to let that happen. God's going to protect you. You're anointed and appointed. You're anointed and appointed for a mission. A lot of people pretend. A lot of people want to be a chosen one. A lot of people have this floating around, and it's okay. I'm not here to tell you who's chosen, who's not. I don't like that. I don't like when people say that. Okay? The only person that's really going to tell who's chosen at the end of the day is Almighty, the Most High, the ultimate judge. And you know it too. Okay? So, but the reason why God had to hide your value, and you served a purpose with these people, and you know, you grew. You grew, yeah, you grew for the best. You grew for your family. You grew for, you know, your finances. You know, you went through the hard times. You took 10 steps back to propel 100 steps forward. You know, you slayed the giant. You slayed the beast within yourself to conquer the world. And that's what happens. You have to, honestly, everybody. And I'm talking man, woman, child, whether they're aware or not, has a devil lurking in the presence. And it's up to them to keep a good spiritual mindset and have a subconscious fear of the Lord, and a healthy fear. I'm not talking about the fear, but we're talking about the fear, the will. Okay? Because when you know he gives you all the power, he's hiding all your values. So one day you can't pop out. One day you can rise like a phoenix. One day you can soar over all the doubters and naysayers, the haters, the ones that said that you couldn't do it, the ones that didn't believe in you, the ones that said you couldn't do it without them. The ones that when it was up to them and they could give you a hand up, if they wouldn't, you know. When your friend could help you out, they didn't. When your boss could give you a raise, but didn't. When they decided to stunt in your face, instead of giving you grace and giving you a helping hand, when they weren't empathetic, you feel me? This all means something. This all means part of the plan. This all adds your value. This all adds to your value. This adds to your confidence. This adds to your anointings. This adds to your appointments. This adds to the mission. But you gotta stay consistent, and you gotta stay persistent, and you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta know that this value is being hid. Not everybody has this value. This value is worth more than gold, and it's more than oil. You know, it's more sought out than oil. You gotta understand. This is energy. This is currency. This is spiritual energy. This spiritual energy transferring, because a lot of these people don't want to convert. A lot of people, they say they want to be spiritual. They say they want to be high. You know, they say they want to be high frequency. they want to have better. They want to do better. But what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? You know, because God is hiding your value. What are you willing to shed? But one day, all in all, that value gonna show, and it's gonna show if you have any holes, if you have any flaws in your faith. And nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if you stand, if you stand with the Lord, you stand on what you believe in, you know, through it all. You know, you might not know where your next meal is gonna come from. You might not know where your next dollar is gonna come from. But if He's hiding your value, and if you stand close to Him and you believe that He's gonna make it happen for you, faith without works is dead. Straight up. And just know these people knew your value. People seeing your value. It might have been a little intimidated by your value. Might have been threatened by your value. But you know what? All former things passed away. No more. You can't access. After a while, you can't even access somebody at a high value of what you got. To be able to talk about high value, low value, high value. No, God, you got God value. You got God value. You know, God has, you know, when He has an infinite volume of value. Let me tell you again, He has infinite volume of value just for you. All you gotta do is believe, and it's hidden. And you know where it's hidden? Hidden inside you. It's hidden in your purpose. It's hidden in when life throws you obstacles. It's just the devil trying to throw you off. You know, when you get depressed and lonely and down on, you know, understand. Don't let the devil in. Don't let the devil win. You are a child of God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You feel me? In the name of, in His name. Most High set you forth this path for a reason. Don't let it down. Don't let Him down. Don't let yourself down. In the will of God, your value is being hid because you can't go back to the old things that you used to do. All former things have passed. Now be gone. Peace.